Anyways.
Instagram Lite is going global. Speaking of worldwide, Facebook has announced it's now available in 170 countries. We talked about Instagram Lite being, I think it was India only at first, or it certainly wasn't worldwide. Premise here is a stripped down version of Instagram in order to improve or bring greater efficiency to data consumption, removing certain features from Instagram that may suck your data or battery life, things like this. It was actually first launched in Mexico, thanks to Willie Doo's highlight back in 2018. But then they discontinued the app in May 2020 with the aim to rewrite it from scratch. The latest version popped up in select markets in September 2020. Now, it's not going to have all your flashy, fancy Facebook features in there. Like, for example, the Reels, you cannot record Reels inside of the app. You can watch Reels. You cannot record Reels inside the app.
Oh.
I don't know if they're doing any kind of fancy stuff as far as resolution is concerned. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Since the team couldn't go out to locals for testing and fine-tuning due to the pandemic, the company instead distributed older, weaker phones to its team and simulated spotty and weak connections to find out how to improve the experience. In the process, the app also gained a dark mode while purposely never receiving more complicated data-intense features like AR filters, in-app animations, and transitions. Lite users still get to enjoy GIFs and stickers, though. So you can see they just pull a few things out so that you look at your data consumption on your phone. You're like, oh, what did Instagram suck up?
Yeah.
And it's not so intense. I like the idea of Lite apps. I know Facebook's going to still keep it very comprehensive, but there's something interesting about the idea of Lite apps.
It's just streamlined,
just
optimized.
Just the features you want. Like, even imagine for a sec you go and install an app, a popular social media app, and it just had checkboxes for the features within the app that you wanted, and you could kind of fine-tune it.
Modular.
A la carte. You could be like, oh, I want the feed, but I don't want stories type of thing. Muddying up. And obviously the biggest example is Facebook, because Facebook itself can be a bit overwhelming, all the things it's doing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some person using each one of the features, but collectively, like, it might be a lot that people don't actually need or want. And I suppose you can do this sort of on your operating system, selecting what it is you want to pre-install. When you go through the Android installation, or actually even iOS to a certain extent, you could be like, I don't want to use this, I don't want to use that. So it's interesting to think of social media as an OS.
Yeah.
And then
take away the bloatware.
It kind of, because the whole app's going to be faster and for your own functionality. Like, you might just want the feed and the direct messages on Instagram. Like, that would be kind of cool. Or maybe you don't even use the feed and you just want stories, or maybe you just use Reels. Because Instagram is starting to get messy like Facebook, because now you got IGTV, Reels, stories, feed, messages. I'm just going to keep doing this on the table over here. Yeah. I'm trying to, visualize all these different pieces. And I think actually Instagram, I was reading an interview, one of the executives at Instagram was talking about how he feels they got to clean it up a little bit, or at least make it a little, bring things together a little tighter.